Dusan, I know you're keen, but do you have to use the good salt? Leave some for the rest of us.
Sorry, Master. I'll go and get some more later.
The juiciest meat from greens-fed birds. One bite. And you'll be begging for more.
I'm telling you, it's true. I heard it from Otto's own lips. Hugo Kupka is dead.
Well, don't just stand there gawping. If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it. Finished, are you?
Back, are ya? What do you want? No scratches, all right? Yeah, that should do you. And? Clive? I'm saying Fordian, do you? Anything else? We're seeing troops amassing at every border crossing.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you. Come again. I may have more for you.
Think Mid might need some help tidying.
If I don't come up with something soon. All right, Clive? What do you want?
I'm going to visit Sid, and I thought you might like to come with me.
Sorry, I'm too busy for all that right now. I've got to get this thermal displacement stack sorted.
Thermal... and...
Only the fastest, finest ship the world has ever seen. The Enterprise. Me and my dad designed it together. Where other vessels rely on the fickle winds to drive them through the water, ours is fitted with mithril engines. And those things have got more push than a behemoth in a bad mood, and more heat than all the hells put together. Which is where the stack comes in. I may have already talked some tight-lipped shipwrights into putting the hull together for me in a little dockyard in Canva. But the stack's a bit more involved, so I'm building it here. Thing is, it's so involved that I'm running behind and it's starting to hold things up over at the shipyard. I'll come and see my dad.
Is there anything I can do?
Good old Clive. I were hoping you'd say that. First things first, I need some parts meching. The stack will be made up of 3 major components. There's the plating, here, that channels hot vapors away from the engine. The helm over the top, that disperses all that heat into... And the shielding around the sides. That stops the rest of the ship from...
Probably best to take it one piece at a time.
Then you'll need to start with the plating. Everything else fits. I've got the designs and the list. Show these to Blackthorn.
I can't make head nor tail of them.
Luckily, you don't need to.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
Blackthorn.
Out with it.
It's for me.
This my last one then. What is...
She said you...
Krieger's Teats. Well, I don't know what the hell you'd want this for, but... And I'll need help. Get Gav and Otto in here, will you?
All right.
So Mid's roped us all still, if that's what it takes to get to...
And,
Take a look at this. It's this plating. The usual sword grade steel won't work. We need something that means an alloy. Something which is where you lot come in. I need materials, and I've got... Now, there's a special kind of sand I'm after that you can only find out in the Valcroy. As for the rest of the stuff, my usual supply...
Well, one of us should probably...
and the other can go...
Right then.
Well, make your minds up who's going where. You going after the Stardust then, are you? Which one of the...
Gav, you're with me.
All right, then. So, where do we find this Stardust?
There's a river that runs through the southern reaches of the Velcroy. It's the Blacks.
Southern reaches of the Velcroy, eh? That's down past... I'll go and...
All right.
While you're off,
You two, eh?
fleece me.
Looks like I found the river. Now where's Gav? Sorry to keep you, Gav.
Better late than... I've had a quick scout about, and I reckon round... Don't know what Blackthorn's planning to do with it, though. I asked over in Dalamil, and they seem to think it was worthless. But if Stardust is what Blackthorn wants, Stardust is what he'll get.
Then let's get bagging.
We shall.
So this is Stardust. It just looks like black sand to me. That should be enough for now. Let's see how Gav's getting on.
You fit.
Enough.
Ah, that might... Feels like ages since we had the chance to talk. You know, man to man.
It does, doesn't it?
Back when you first took Sid's name, we were talking all the time. And those shoulders of yours starting to feel the hardly ever see around the hideaway nowadays. You can take a day.
Says the man who spends most...
Only because you keep saying...
I know I can count on...
Likewise. So you keep... And I'll keep... safe in the knowledge that I have a home to come back to. Thanks to you. Right, we'd better
You go.
after.
Right. Ready to go home, boy? Blackthorn. Got everything.
Yeah. Cheers for this stuff.
We should go out. You know, it beats sneaking around on your Todo.
I'll make a start. We'll take some...
Thank you, Black.
Suppose we'd better...
Give us a shot.
If I don't come up with something soon.
You'll be...
Excellent.
So-
the head fits.
so- I'm so-
Just. What's the name back there? I'll give you all the details.
What's her name? Right.
Oh, Sid.
Yes. Mid said I should...
I'll show you the plans then. Here, excess heat is dealt with by means of the thermal displacement stack. Now, were we to rely on thermal plating alone to achieve this effect, in other words, this is where the helm comes in. It connects. Our experiments have shown that fallen ceramics are remarkably thermophilic. And not only that, they're also waterproof and immune to rust, making them the perfect. Why? If sea or rainwater.
You can stop there. Mid said, where would I find it?
Ah, yes. It's in Lorbert's. The thing is, well, I probably should have arranged to have the. It's no longer a matter of just walking.
I see. Then would that help?
Oh, I'll gather my team and.
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you don't need behind.
ready, we leave at once.
Ready, go? Yeah! Time to fight.
Oh, there you are, Sid. The, ruins are just over there.
Of course. Anybody home? This must be our unwanted visitor. Time to go. The things I do for you, Mid.
Sid!
You shouldn't have any trouble.
Indeed. Well, don't let...
All right.
If I don't come up with something soon.
Mid. Helena has recovered the material.
Excellent.
And...
Right.
How's that?
The plating, which is why a prism. I thought a triple thick layer. The helm and the plating are bulky enough as it. I need something light. But I've racked my brains and I just...
Well, if I were in need of obscure knowledge, I know whose counsel I would seek.
Tomes? I've got all the details. Can you take this to him?
Right away.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
Mid hasn't been
Hippocrates.
For you, Clive?
Well, actually, it's for me. Could you take a look at this?
Shielding for a mithril engine? What are the...
She has some specific requirements for the materials, and yet remain cool enough on the outside not to set the ship, as you can imagine.
I see.
I wondered if you might know of a solution.
Perhaps. It is not a different material she requires, but...
What do you mean?
Consider the lake we have made our home. Its blighted waters eat away far more quickly than fresh water or even brine, at timber and steel alike. And yet, we have made a...
We have, but Bardolph must varnish every board twice over to keep it from rotting. And Obelus complains that without a... I see.
Early Gregorian histories speak of a preparation known as moon dew. Before the dragoons tamed the worms and wyverns of the realm, nobles would daub their castle walls with it in order to...
So if we could recreate...
It might be applied to some material or other in order to provide... I shall speak to them and see if you would be so kind as to procure the necessary ingredient, the knowledge of the past.
Thank you, Hippocrates. And since you're asking,
So, Clive, who will accompany you?
Very well.
So then,
I have taken the
white chocolate. Are you sure this list is... I would have thought...
Though these are so much so, in fact, that they were... Now, of course.
Is that so? I've been meaning to visit Northreach anyway. I'll set...
I will.
You two enjoy yourselves.
You too, Talia. Where's Jill?
Do you see anything you like? I'll be here if you need me.
There's talk that the Glassgate flood has finally spread to the world.
Keep them pilgers nice and chilled. I won't have...
Are those Papio nuts?
How goes the hunt for ingredient?
I'm sure everything we need is... Why don't we split up and see?
All right.
How about you look for the pep? I'll find the other things we...
Up! You'll not find a bruised pippin in the...
Fresh cuts! Come and get them before...
Any friend of the innkeeper is a friend of mine. I trust it's all here. Good day.
How the hell is anyone supposed to...
What do you want? If that's what you want. That's everything. Let's see how Jill's getting on.
All anyone ever wants anymore is water. Great. How am I supposed to make a living?
Did you find everything?
I did.
Garlic and pep. Now all that remains is... But before we head back...
How's work on the shielding progressing, Hippocrates?
Well, very well indeed. And thanks in no small part to your kind assistance. I was just explaining to Tarja, and now that we have all...
You can count on me. I've mixed more...
What about the shielding?
Work is...
Apparently.
Thank you.
Right then. Jill, would you join me in the infirmary? Many hands make light work.
Of course. Oh, and Clive, thank you. It was nice just being with you.
It appears our work here is almost... a shame. I was when both the shielding and the Moondew are ready. It was followed by a rigorous process of test. Perhaps someone ought to warn.
Leave it to me. Thank you, Up. Well, I'd better go and give Mid the good news then. Sorry to keep you waiting, Mitt, but you'll be pleased to know...
You found something for it?
In a manner of speaking, Hopok is supervising...
Brilliant! I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Don't thank me.
Right then, to the Black Hat.
You know, when I got into the smithing game, I thought I'd be making swords and shit.
Displacement stack.
Same difference. Whatever you call it, I ain't putting it together in here. It's cramped. Let's take this out. Mid, you get all the parts lined up on the deck.
On my way.
Oh, and bring me the biggest hammer you can find.
It's finished. It's...
Thank fuck for that. I'll be feeling my hammer arm for weeks.
That's one down and just 3...
I'm sorry.
Oh, didn't I tell? The Enterprise has 4 mithril engines and will be...
You don't mean...
Now they've got a finished one to work off. My gang in Canva can build...
Good luck to them, I say. Right, I'm off to get a sling for this elbow. Any other work comes in.
What's the matter?
Nothing. Thinking about the Enterprise sailing, searching for a land. So if the... That's what she was meant to be. You see, one laugh, and now she's so close to being finished. I don't want her to be just a lifeboat for us to cling to. I want people to sail aboard her by choice. In a world where we're not just trying to survive, but...
I'm working on that, and I'll do everything I can to get...
All right. As soon as the Enterprise is fit to sail, sod our plans. I'm trusting...
Are you sure about this?
Something tells me it's...
He'd be proud of you.
You were good...
I was.
Right. There's just one thing I need...
All right. I'll let Otto know you're coming.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Ned told me she was building.
Is that the thing Tomes helped to build?
He cracked it. Crystal too? You're joking.
Hopefully it's nothing. But I should speak to Blackthorn just in case. What could be wrong with Torgor? Trouble with the ledgers. I got your note. You think something's wrong with...
So you can read. But I didn't say I were wrong with him. I said something weren't right. He used to love cracking the bones from Molly's boiled brown, but didn't like him. Which you've not been working him to.
No harder than usual. Is that it, boy?
What was it you said he was?
That's what the lawsman seems to think.
Then maybe this all has something to do with whatever it is.
I suppose things have been differences. Perhaps Hippocrates knows something.
Instead of everything, you mean?
Lawsman, I need to ask you about Torgal. Something's not right with him.
He isn't ill, is he?
I don't think so. But according to Lady Karen, he seems to have lost his appetite, which is certainly a new development. She says he's hardly been touching his bones of late, and she believes it may have something to do with what happened at Rosalith Castle.
I rather think she might be right, though not about his appetite. All canids are instinctively inclined to crack open bones for the rich marrow that resides within, and I see no reason why a frostwolf should be any different. Accordingly, I suspect it is not a lack of appetite that afflicts Torgal, but a surfeit of it. If we assume that his newfound magics require additional nourishment, it may well be that the bones Lady Karen is accustomed to providing are no longer sufficient. Frostwolves, after all, habitually prey upon far larger. As to where one might find a suitable substitute, some antelopes that graze the meadows of eastern Rosaria have been known to grow to a size more than double that of their lesser cousins.
I don't recall ever seeing it.
And little wonder. The oldest and largest such creatures rarely leave the safety of the highlands for fear of predators. The last...
Even so.
Good hunting,
But the Empire have dragoons. I love Martha like a sister.
Come on. Run like the wind. mistakes. Well, it's certainly quiet. If I were a giant antelope, it would seem like just a place. I doubt we'll find one bigger than that. You hungry, Torgal? Now, will it be enough, I wonder? I say that answers my question, which means we owe the lawsman. You're just a big puppy, aren't you? Lady Karen will be relieved to hear you got your...
I noticed... So, that'll teach me for treating you like... All right, now we know what you're after.
Speaking of which...
You can, aye. I'm in return...
Oh, it's just a...
Oh, I'm never drinking
Ah, Clive. Were you able to locate your...
We were indeed, lawsman.
Very good.
Lady Karen...
Ah, do you recall...
About how...
Precisely. The fen and wild...
What do you suggest?
That Torgal may be the Bene consider. In short, and that number one can but speculate.
He has seemed...
And if I am not mistaken, he will grow fiercer still.
Cracked the crystal too. You're joking.
Blackthorn, do you have a moment?
Not really, no.
This won't take long. I just wanted to ask how you're getting on. That you might still be doubting your craft. Even after learning the trick of that cure, perhaps sharing your thoughts might...
That bastard's like a dog with a bone. Still, you've got a keen eye, I'll give him. He's just, well...
And that was?
A sword. The metal itself wasn't anything to write up. You could slice a man clean in.
So that's what's troubling you?
No. Not trouble.
And if you knew how to do it, we could arm the curse breakers with even better blade.
That's about the size of it, yeah.
I'll see what I can sharper swords or and we can't have our master black.
You're a soft touch, you know. But I can't say I'm not grateful.
Thank you. Let's see what Karen knows about. You're looking well, Karen.
What do you want?
I want to know about this.
Running around
I suppose I am, yes.
Little wonder, I suppose. There's not many like that, make it which made it.
Can you tell me who bought it?
You think I tell people? Suppose you're not, like, fine. Lord Ignac's the man you want. Delmec, and he's got more money than sense, which I reckon he'll still be at the inn in Dalamir.
Thank you, Karen.
Oh.
I appreciate the... People take notice of wealthy men. Shouldn't be too hard to track down Karen's collector.
The St. Drake's Fang is gone. The whole Mother Crystal gone. What are we gonna do? My reputation will be ruined.
Calm yourself, Lord Ignac, I beg of...
Pardon the intrusion.
Out! I paid for these rooms so I wouldn't be
Please. Allah, his lordship is going through a difficult...
Radim!
Very good. Would you mind?
I'm sorry if I've caused you any trouble.
That? No. That's just how his lordship is. Though the morning's events have left him somewhat fractious. He has been dispossessed of his luggage, you see. The thieves also made away with a considerable amount of coin. Coin the innkeeper will soon be keen to collect.
I don't suppose a certain blade was among the stolen items. A single-edged sword. It was purchased from a merchant friend of mine.
Ah, you know Lady Karen? Yes, I'm afraid it was.
Then I'll retrieve Lord Ignac's luggage. But I have one condition.
You have but to state it. You are welcome to anything that is within my power to grant.
I want an audience with Lord Ignac.
A condition?
I don't suppose...
I did not, no. Every ill-gotten coin...
And that's where I'm heading.
I shall speak to Lord Ignac in your absence.
That will be very kind of you.
Farewell.
Good girl.
Faster!
Straight home now.
We've got company! Come on, lads, let's tear the bastard's head off!
This must be Ignac. Nothing seems to be... All right.
I hear I have you to thank. What shall I call you?
Wyvern. Glad to...
A formidable name. Well, Wyvern, Redeem here tells me you wished for an...
A few moments of your time should...
You're a peculiar fellow.
Master Wyvern was wondering if you could tell him about a certain single-edged sword.
Oh, true. Karen drove me hard on the price, but I would have sold her Radim here to get my hands on that. It was made in the Outer Isles and is used exclusively by... They believe no combat should ever exceed. Each sword is made for that one perfect stroke, and for that stroke only. There's a brutal...
But how do they hone such an edge?
Why, they use whetstones, rather. A whole array of them, ranging from the coarse to the fine. But it is the final stone which lends a mineral quite fine. And that is why, when it occurs to me that my little lecture is hardly equal to services rendered, take this, take the very stone of which I spoke, and afar.
Thank you.
Pardon the intrusion, my lordship.
I am locked in bitter competition. I am one step ahead of the
Are there many other
Too many to count, but only one, and is a perennial thorn in my... Farewell, Wyvern, may our paths... Redeem! We mustn't do...
I think his lordship is rather taken with you, Master Wyvern. Coming, my lordship.
Trust Uncle Byron to find such an interest now. Let's see what... Sorry for the wait, but hopefully you'll agree.
You learned something about that?
I did better than... Yes.
No wonder I couldn't get the same finish on the grinding wheel. One hit and all done, eh? Might not be so bad if all you ever... Good luck on it.
Even so.
I think so, yeah. But there'd be no replacing this little rock once I worn it down. I reckon we get a dozen swords from swords that the curse breakers wouldn't know how to wield properly. And, no point trying to copy that thing. Be about as much use as a wax hammer. But finishing our blades with a whetstone this fine. Now that's something. And what's finer than fallen masonry, eh? Just imagine it. Good Valesthian steel. I won't make a copy, nah.
I'm sure the curse breakers will just...
Hey, I've been working day and night since I was half your age. And I was... Hey, I owe you one. August 2. It's good to know someone's looking out for me.
He'll be happy to hear you said that.
And I'll see it up my debt to you. You come and find me when you've got the materials.
All right.
Back, are ya? What do you want? That it? Fine.
Is that the thing Tomes helped to build?
Mid told me she was building a ship.
That's why I'm here.
Shh, Otto. A little. Listen, and eat. Sadly, I can straighten it. I'm gonna need help.
Be late.
There you are!
So let me get it. And instead of you get Clark, the man in charge of, well...
Oh, just
we...
each. They lent.
Do we have that much?
No. After the king besides.
All right. Is there anything...
Then my... How'd you fancy
Rocks.
Rocks, he says. A little something Sid and I set aside, and I reckon 15 million enough.
I'm sure they will.
But you know how it is with this place.
I know.
Go.
Because you'd rather Lady Karen.
Because I'd rather Lady...
Well, I suppose this is goodbye.
Don't worry.
Really? Do you think so?
No.
How may I help you today, Clive? All yours. Here you are. All done?
Think Mid might need some help.
Well. Here, Sid. Reckon you might be...
Let's hear it.
Well, it's about this lovely bit of kit, it is. Bungadus, problem is, it won't always get... Which is why I've been looking for something to...
I imagine Ty could get some use out of this alembic too. Distilling medicines and the like. All right.
Proper...
So what exactly...
Nothing. Gave me a sample. You pour the black... So, I did... And do you know what?
I take it...
I saw a billet on the hunt board for one just the other... Would have gone myself, but...
All right.
Thank you. I've tried to find a supplier for this stuff, but it's rare as Chocobo's teeth. Either someone...
Let's go. Run like the wind. You deserve a rest. Look what we have here. Greetings, Your Majesty. pain is over. Now to collect the ash. This looks like the stuff. Let's see if there's any more. That should do it. The wine needs more than this.
All right, there's... How's that? That's the stuff. And plenty of it, too. You're right there. There we have it. There. Wait, what? Well, go in, Mark. That's it. Well,
it's
What do you need? What do you want? Not bad, if I do say so myself. Anything else? Back, are you? So, what'll it be? Anything else?